Hi, this is Neil Walters. I want to tell you about how much difference 1 year can make. A lot of people think of their year from January to January. They set New Year's resolutions. But a friend of mine is an accountant, and he usually takes a vacation after tax season. So oftentimes we get together in June or July. Last year he came to Dallas, and this year I went to Oklahoma to visit him and then visit my parents in Stillwater. They're 85 years old. And on the plane there to Tulsa, I was thinking about what have I accomplished since I saw him last year, and I actually decided to write it down, and I thought, my goodness, actually, I'm going to brag on myself, but I accomplished a lot last year. So I just want to share with you a little bit about what's going on in my life and some of the things that I've done, and hopefully in the future I can teach you more on how to get more out of your life, how to accomplish more, how to be more purpose-driven, and to make more money in your life. So these are the things that I've been working on the last year. So first of all, many of you know I'm involved in Empower Network. I got involved in that actually in March of last year, 2013. I was then finishing my master's degree in Jewish Studies, Master Arts in Jewish Studies from Hebrew College. I gave my master's presentation in June, and then I basically graduated in June 13th last year. So that I'm kind of considering that the beginning of my year. And then July 4th is more or less the end of that year. So I started with finishing my master's degree. That actually took me 8 years. And some people are like, my gosh, why does that take so long? And well, the point is, so what? You just take one class a semester, you're moving forward. Or some people say that took 8 years. Well, what would I have done if I had not done anything for 8 years? I'd still be in the same place I was before. This was just a fun degree for intellectual purposes and spiritual purposes. That's why I enjoy studying Hebrew and Judaism, basically. Okay, so then, after getting into Empower Network, basically in the last year I made my first $4,500 in Empower Network. Most of that was actually a month ago. So let me talk about some of the events I did with Empower Network. First of all, I watched the Denver event via live stream. Now obviously it's better to go to the events and be there in person because a lot more stuff will rub off, and it's the people you meet when you're there that can make a huge difference. And also when you're there, you can make videos. As you've seen some of the videos I've been doing, I have a series called The Why That Makes You Cry, where I go and interview. So far I've got about 10 different people, and I ask them what's their purpose, why are they in this business. It's not always about money, believe it or not. Some people have a higher calling to help their family, to be able to better educate their children. That's kind of money too, but some people have bigger dreams like starting foundations, helping mentor younger people, and it kind of goes on and on, helping families back in the country they came from, that kind of thing. Others have a desire to travel and to help people get out of poverty. So then I went to the Dallas Regional, which was here in Dallas. Of course, I'm a Dallas resident. And so that one, I just had to get on a train and go downtown. That was very easy to go to. Learned a lot there. Then what really kind of kicked me off was I went to the Miami event, Miami Freedom event. You may hear some music from a club down the street there. The Miami Freedom event was in Florida, Miami of course. And what was really special is after that I paid $1,000 to go to a 2-day extra event called the Prosperity Team Mastermind. There was only about 200 of us there. We were at a special neat conference center, and that was actually in South Beach, Miami. And in South Beach, of course, it's kind of crazy in January. Wow, music's loud. And so I had a nice hotel on South Beach, and what was really cool there, we took a yacht ride around the Miami Bay there, and we took pictures of each other and videos and stuff on the yacht, and I posted a lot of those on Facebook and my YouTube video site. Then just a month ago I went to Charlotte, North Carolina for what they called the Impact event. Miami was called the Freedom event. Each event has a major theme, and this is like the whole book of notes I took while I was there. So I got a lot of information, and I'll make another video about some of the concepts I learned at this event. Okay, moving on to some other internet marketing things I've been doing. Let's talk about my job. I'm a software consultant. I do B2B programming. It's called integration. Actually working with a company that helps fuel airlines right now. Some of the things I learned there, I delved into a language called PowerShell. That's a scripting language. I did an invoicing system from our company to a sister company. We just did a new airline feed from a major vendor to throw another major airline into our system. And we're also working on a product called BizTalk, and we're putting on the new release of BizTalk 2013. So I work full-time. I'm actually a consultant there, but I work 40 or more hours a week. I'm totally engrossed when I'm on my job. I just work on their stuff, and in my own opinion, I think we accomplished quite a bit there. Now, other events, I went to California twice, once to Santa Clara to the Brandon Burchard event, He has something he calls Experts Academy, and there was about 1,500, maybe 1,800 people there. They all paid $2,000 each. I actually bought it on an affiliate link, saved a little money. And at that event, he teaches you how to be an expert and how to package your consulting skills and to put what you know into a product. A lot of people out there want to help people, but they don't know how. So this product puts it all together and helps them put it into practice. It teaches you how to be a speaker, a product creator, and how to share your knowledge with the world. Then I got involved with Mike Koenigs. He's also in San Diego, California. And first I took his multicast marketing course online, and that's where I really got a jump start into learning how to work with videos like the video I'm making now. As a matter of fact, when I was in Charlotte last week, one of the tricks they said was to make your videos outdoors. So that's why I'm standing in this nice place. It's just about a block or two from where I live. And this is actually right by the United States Mexico Chamber of Commerce. So make your videos outdoors and it can be a little more exciting to people. But in the multi-class course, we learned how to use multiple cameras. And some of my future videos, I'll show you the cameras I use, the lighting I bought, that type of thing. Then Mike Koenigs had another class called Traffic Geyser and Instant Customer Certification. So this one I actually went to San Diego, and there was just 20 of us in this class, so it was a little more expensive. I think it was $3,500 plus my travel. And the 20 of us there, or maybe it's 18 of us, whatever it was, we got dual certified in what's called Top Gun training and, not training, Top Gun certification and Traffic Geyser, which also basically is now integrated with the product they have called Instant Customer. And that allows you to do text-based SMS marketing, maintain a list, keep track of your customers. Mike has a principle he calls the 10 by 10 by 4 strategy, where you make 10 FAQ videos, frequently asked questions, 10 should ask questions, and 4 videos relating to your sales page, your thank you page, that kind of thing. And all that is integrated through Traffic Geyser. So I'm willing to help anybody get started with Traffic Geyser as well, so I'm a consultant on that. I'm actually working on some local businesses right now to help them get started. Then after that, I really got onto YouTube, and I've made about 60 videos on my main channel. And then I did about 20 some videos from my Hebrew channel. I have Mr. Hebrew. I also have Mr. Biz Talk. And I'm basically trying to sell there a Hebrew program I put together. Actually, I've been selling a Hebrew program online for about 10 years. And now I've made it a membership site. So I'm trying to switch people from the old way of running on a CD-ROM to joining my monthly membership site. Also then, I want to encourage you to learn in your car. And I just jotted down when I was on the plane to Tulsa some of the things I've learned not only in the last year, but specifically in my car. I listen to a lot of Dan Kennedy. He is like, we might call him the godfather of direct mail marketing and marketing in general. I've never been to one of his conferences yet, but that's going to have to be in the near future. I listened to Grant Cardone on an audiobook called the 10X Rule. Some people might call it the 10X Factor, how to 10X your life. And that's some of the ideas that I get to put to use here. I listened to Learn Hebrew Pod. That's a membership where I learn more advanced Hebrew. I listened to Danny Johnson and Todd Falcone, which are 2 multi-level marketing or network marketing trainers. I bought their CDs and I listened to those. And then through Empower Network, I'm always listening to Inner Circle trainings. I take those Inner Circles from my computer, I download them as MP3s. Sometimes I'll speed them up and then I put them on an MP3 CD, put them in my car, and I listen to those on the way to work. I drive to work twice a day because I come home for lunch, and so I listen to about 1 hour in my car every day. So that's 5 hours just on the weekdays, and then whatever I drive on the weekends. So if you think about that, that's 250 hours worth of material that you can cover just in your car each year. So that's part of being productive, is using what's called your downtime. And there's more. So after my master's in Jewish studies, I got involved in another online study program. It's called Web Yeshiva. A yeshiva is kind of like a seminary for Jewish people, and they just were starting. It just so happened, coincidence, right, that after I finished my master's, they began a new program called a 3-year Halakhic Mastery. And if you're not Jewish, that may not mean anything to you, but it's basically how Jewish laws work. And it's just taking me to a new depth of studying Hebrew, ancient documents, 200 to 800 years, even actually almost 2,000 years old on some of them. These Hebrew goes through different phases. There's Talmudic Hebrew, there's Rabbinic Hebrew, there's the Hebrew of the Shulchan Aruch, and these different documents. And also I hire a rabbi for $50 a week to work with me on Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. because in Israel he's getting up at 6 a.m. to work with me at 10 p.m. here because of the time difference. And basically we study together, And there's this Hebrew I try to read. A lot of it I have no clue what it's saying, and it's hard to learn without a personal tutor. So there are times when you need to spend money to get your education, and my master's degree actually cost me about $50,000, and now this is actually a lot cheaper paying $50 a week, believe me. On top of all that, I'm very interested in health. I may not look it right now, but I'm actually trying to get myself back into shape. I've had a little problem the last couple of years with a leg pain and a lower back pain. So I've been seeing a chiropractor, but I did try yoga about a year ago. I went to about 75 yoga classes in the hot yoga room, 96 or 98 degrees. And I decided that was hurting my back a little bit, so I kind of got off of that. And I'm thinking about doing swimming or something different. I just started reading the 4-Hour Body, and in that he recommends kettlebell, which I'm hoping won't kill my back, but I'm trying the kettlebell, and I need to get some aerobic exercise. I watched Dr. Geyser on the internet. He's a former chiropractor who's now sort of a nutritionist, and he's into removing the parasites from your body. So he has something very interesting called the 6 Liquids of Vitality, and I drink at least 2 of those almost every day. A couple years ago I gave up diet sodas and Cokes. I used to drink about 4 Cokes a day. And I started juicing. I lost actually 20-30 pounds 2 years ago, and then I kind of plateaued. So now I want to lose about another 10 or 15 pounds at least. And so that's the Dr. Geyser. You can find him on the web. Oh, see, I had to write everything down because I have trouble remembering what I'm doing. The last thing is just some other internet courses that I buy online. Pardon the language here, but there was a course called SEO Badassery. Teaches you about how to do SEO by buying what's called aged domains. There's places you can go on the internet to buy a domain that's say 3 to 5 or 10 years old, and people have released that domain to the public, and it goes up for auction, and you can buy it, and you get more search engine juice when you use these types of domains, and you buy different PR, different page rank, different domain authority, and then you use those to build what's called a private blog network to link back to the sites that you want to promote on the internet. The idea is to get natural growth or natural search as compared to paid search. So actually I bought about 2 or 3 SEO courses, and then I've bought about 42 domains so far to build my own private blog network, and that's one of the things I'm doing again for SEO. Some of the fun things I've done this year, one thing I really enjoy about going to the EmpowerNet conferences, like I said, is meeting people, but while you're in these cities you can do something while you're there. Miami, like I said, I got to see South Beach, got to watch the sunrise there, and then later in the year I went to San Diego and got to watch the sunset on the beach, so I saw both sides of the country within about 6 months of each other. When I was in San Diego, I went a couple days earlier, and I went to the Maritime Museum. I didn't get to see the big warship, but I saw a couple other older ships and a couple submarines. It was fun to go on. And then I went to the San Diego Zoo, which was a blast. Took the backstage pass where I had my picture taken feeding a rhinoceros, and that's on my Facebook page, and you can check that out later. So that's a little about me. That's 1 year, people, 1 year, and I have no idea, I should say I have no idea what's coming the next year, but I do. I am planning things for the next year, but if you keep working at these things little by little, you will grow, you'll mature, you'll become a better marketer, you'll be able to work with people better, and that's one of the things I want to do is offer myself to work with you. If you need help marketing, either your network marketing business, no matter what business it is, I think the Empower Network training will be phenomenal to help you multiply what you're doing in any other business, even if it's not network marketing, any marketing business. We have courses that talk about solo ads, pay-per-click ads, what's called attraction marketing, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. There's the Inner Circle, which I just talked about, you listen to in your car. There's the Costa Rica Intensive, the 15K course, and the Master's course. These are all excellent training materials that we have in our back office. So again, this is Neil Walters from Las Colinas or Irving, Texas. It's been fun talking to you, and I've actually enjoyed looking back over the last year. You know, probably every 3 months you should sit down and look at your goals, maybe every week, every day. But anyway, you have little short-term goals, you have medium-term goals, you have long-term goals. So every 3 months, look at your medium, long-term goals and see if you're on track to accomplish what it is you want to accomplish. Of course, go read Think and Grow Rich and set your goals onto paper. I'm still kind of working on that because I have my goals are a little bit all over the place still. I need to focus in on a couple of main ones, and that's one of the things I'm going to be working on the next year. So again, it's good to talk to you today, and we'll see you on the next video.